On July 8, 2014, at Varna airport in Bulgaria, German tourist Lars Mittank suddenly abandoned his suitcase, sprinted out of the terminal, climbed over a fence, and vanished into the nearby forest. He was never seen again, and his sudden disappearance remains a mystery. Lars had been vacationing with 4 friends at Golden Sands, a popular resort among young Germans along the Black Sea coast, known for its budget-friendly party scene. The group stayed at the Viva Club Hotel, where they spent their time relaxing on the beach, playing football, drinking and clubbing. Everything was going well until nearly a week into the trip, just days before their scheduled return flight. Lars got into a brief altercation at a 24-hour McDonald's near their hotel. A passionate Werder Bremen fan, he clashed with 4 German tourists supporting Bayern Munich. The argument escalated, and someone punched Lars, rupturing his eardrum. Shocked, his friends urged him to see a doctor. He visited a local hospital where he was prescribed cefuroxime 500, an antibiotic to prevent infection. Though a minor surgery could have repaired his eardrum, he opted not to undergo the procedure, likely preferring treatment back home. Following medical advice that flying could worsen his condition due to cabin pressure changes, Lars told his friends he wouldn't be joining them on their scheduled flight. Instead, he planned to rest for a couple of days before returning to Germany. Assuring them he was fine and would find a cheap hotel near the airport, his friends departed, unaware they would never see him again. Now alone in a foreign country, Lars searched for accommodation. Since it was peak tourist season, options were limited, but he eventually secured a room at the budget-friendly Hotel Color. That evening, he made a frantic phone call to his mother, claiming that someone was following him and that he needed to hide. He feared he was being robbed or even targeted for murder and asked her to freeze his credit card, which she did before he abruptly ended the call. Later, he sent her a text asking about cefuroxime 500, the antibiotic he had been prescribed. Surveillance footage from the hotel lobby captured Lars pacing anxiously, hiding in the elevator, and even leaving the hotel for an hour in the middle of the night before returning and locking himself in his room. At dawn, he called his mother again, saying that the people after him were getting closer and that he was scared. Shortly afterward, he took a taxi to the airport, texting his mother along the way. Worried about his deteriorating mental state, she urged him to see the airport doctor before boarding his flight. Upon arrival, Lars consulted Dr. Kosta Kostov, who observed that he appeared nervous and paranoid, but ultimately determined he was fit to fly. Then, a construction worker entered the room, something ordinary, as renovations were underway at the terminal. It was normal for construction workers to have access to offices and private rooms. However, this seemingly routine moment triggered an extreme reaction in Lars, muttering, "I don't want to die here." Then he leapt to his feet, abandoned his luggage, and sprinted from the room. CCTV shows Lars sprinting through the airport and then out the main doors. He crosses the car park, clambers over a barbed wire fence, and disappears into a wooded area on the other side. He is never seen again. What happened to Lars after his disappearance remains a mystery. Despite extensive searches, including the use of search dogs, Lars was never found. His disappearance gained global attention, and thousands joined efforts to locate him, but no trace ever surfaced. All that's left behind is his luggage, including the untouched cefuroxime 500 pills. The footage of his last known moments has been widely analyzed, yet it offers no clues about his fate. Some speculate he was abducted or murdered, but a more plausible theory suggests he suffered from extreme paranoia, possibly due to his head injury or another unknown factor. This fear may have led him to flee into the wilderness, where he either succumbed to the elements or has been living off the grid ever since. Over the years, there have been alleged sightings, including this man found with no documentation and no memory of his past in Brazil. However, none have been confirmed to be Lars Mittank. His whereabouts remain unknown, and the search for answers continues to this day.